Foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the elders of Ruel and honors and shalom for our brothers out there doing the work of truth and sincerity. All right, we are the Hebrew Israelites who come out here week in and week out to let our people, the Negro, Latino, and Native American, know who they are according to the Bible, as well as let everybody know so-called white man is the devil according to the Bible. Of course, the Negro, Latino, and Native American are the Hebrew Israelite. That's right. So-called white man is known as the devil and the Edomite according to their biblical nationality, as well as to let everybody know that the United States of America is known as Babylon the Great and the book of Revelations and will soon be destroyed, man.
That's right.
All right? You know, with that, get Baruch 2 and 1.
This is Baruch chapter 2 verse 1. Therefore the Lord hath made good his word, which he pronounced against us.
Okay, so what's the word he pronounced against us? Let's find out. Go ahead.
And against our judges that judged Israel. And against our kings and against our princes.
Okay, go ahead.
And against the men of Israel and Judah.
Okay, so against all the Negro, Latino, and Native American. Go ahead.
Verse 2, to bring upon us great plagues.
To bring upon us great plagues. This is the word that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai pronounced against us. To have great plagues come upon the Negro, Latino, and Native American. Go ahead.
Such as never happened under the whole heaven.
Exactly. What has happened to for the Negro, Latino, and Native American is unprecedented amounts of genocide and oppression, man. Okay? I don't give a damn where you go in the world. Nobody has been oppressed by the so-called white man more than we have, man. Okay? The Negro and Latino as a collective. Go ahead.
And it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses. That's
right, according to the book of Deuteronomy in the 28th chapter, what would happen to us. And what's in there? Slavery, backs being whipped, eyes being evil towards one another, children being taken, all that. Go ahead.
You gonna touch on Polynesian?
Yeah, you know, that's a good thing, man, because you got, you know, certain guys, they talking about, you know, the Polynesians is the Israelites. They're not the Israelites. They didn't go through that like we did. Of course, you know, you had certain of them, namely the Australians, really, the Australians and the Maori from New Zealand, they kind of went through, you know, some shit for me. So, but the rest of them didn't really go through it. They didn't go through a major slave trade like we did. We went through the transatlantic slave trade. They in the Pacific. So they didn't take part in the transatlantic, man. Okay, number one. Number two, you know, again, and they didn't get oppressed near close to what we have. They still got their language. They still have their heritage and culture in full tact that they have. You got Mexicans that don't have their culture. Even though they got their country, they don't even got their real true Aztec roots. You got the Zebulonites, they don't have their Mayan roots. You see what I'm saying? In full tact. The so-called white man has taken that and stolen that and given them Spanish for a language, Catholic for a religion, man. And that's what their new heritage is, man. You see what I'm saying?
If I might add on, they just want to take the fact that, you know, there was some type of tribulation that they went through to try to link them back to the Israelites, or, you know, to be in the Jake. But man, you got Hamites that, you know, went through some type of tribulation. You got Ishmaelites. You know, you got Moabites, Ammonites, you got all types of people.
They went over there, they conquered areas of China, they conquered, and occupied India.
That's right.
They saw them been all over the goddamn
place. Right, Elam, they done been everywhere, man. And even in America today, man, you got Edomites, man, the so-called white man, even getting, you know, going through some type of tribulation or being oppressed by who? The so-called white man.
Yeah, they oppressed the Irish and the Scottish Edomite, with some of them is Jake, but not all of them. It's a lot of Edomites over there that's getting oppressed too.
That's right. Not even, that's like the brother said, not even just in America, you know. So that doesn't make them Israelites, man. It's all about having their tribulation and poverty linking up with the description of the scriptures, all right. And none of it links up to it, you know, because guess what? A lot of the Polynesian women, men are really in order, you know, as far as, you know, their family and towards a man. You know, things like that. You got your, you know, your Ammonites and your Moabites. A lot of them are in order.
Hell yeah.
Them motherfuckers are in order.
Ishmael, Elam,
all of them.
It's the black and Hispanic women that's out of goddamn order.
That's
Most
right.
of them, because some of the Hispanic women is in order, but not really. Right. Because the Hispanic woman is truthfully about exalting herself, and as quiet as it's kept.
It's contingent.
Because they into, you know, they into the Semiramis worship. So really, when in the Hispanic household, you're looking at the woman as a centerpiece, man.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Which is still a form of, and which is still disorderly, man.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Like I said, a lot of times, man, even if it's, let's just say the so-called Negroes and Haitians, Negroes, West Indians and Haitians, woman is in order. Guess what? It's all contingent upon the man pleasing them.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
the man is not pleasing them, or they not having that, you know, that type of lifestyle that they desire. Then that's when they want to go off. You know, and it should be no matter what, from A to Z. You know, as long as their brother is in order, you should, you know, have your desire to that man, and he should rule over you.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
Yeah,
that's what the same thing is. Like I said, point I make all the time with my grandmother and my mom. They always say, "Oh, I don't mind submitting to a man, but you know, what if the man ain't living up to the Lord's word or whatever?" You know, it's like, well, first of all, that's not your choice. You know what I mean? It's not your choice to decide when you want to serve your man and when you don't want to. Okay? Because even in the scriptures it says that the man can be sanctified by the woman. Okay? So you got to be in order at all times. All right? No matter what.
That's right.
Verse 3, that a man should eat the flesh of his own son.
Wait, polite. Oh, they eat the babies. Some of them eat the babies. The other ones rape the babies, right? Weirdos. Go ahead.
And the flesh of his own daughter.
Uh-huh.
Which, guess what? Goes back to Deuteronomy 28 chapter. All right? These are all the curses that pertain to Israel, man. A lot of these other nations don't have those issues, man. All right?
They ain't never went through it. They ain't never went through no shit like that.
Moreover, he had delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about us.
Exactly, meaning the so-called white man is above us. The so-called Oriental or Asian man is above us. The Middle Eastern, the East Indian man, all these people of the earth is looked at and viewed above us, man.
That's right.
The Polynesian man is viewed above us. These crackers will hire a goddamn Hawaiian Samoan. They're not getting ready to motherfucking hire they'll generally hire them over they'll hire one of us. Guaranteed, man. Goddamn team.
And the reason you know that is because they have more businesses. Like your brother, I know this brother pointed out one day, he was saying that with the Polynesian business, they hire each other.
Oh yeah.
So they keep the business definitely in the family. The so-called
they
Negroes,
operate like the Jews do. Salak, brother. They operate like the Jews do. They're like the like the Gooks do. You know what I'm saying? They establish a business and they hire their own, man.
Right.
You know, to make sure their whole community is stimulated. Like this one bitch I used to talk to. She's really a Jake. Her pop's a Negro, but her mother's a Polynesian. So she's in tune and plugged in with the Polynesian community. And I know people out here they're struggling to get a job. And she done moved out of state. She was like, yeah, I talked to so-and-so the other day, and he said that if I move back out there, he'll give me a job with no problem. You see what I'm saying? But if I went to that nigga, I couldn't get no motherfucking job. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because they looking out for their own. And even though she's actually one of our people, because she has that Polynesian lineage and had that Polynesian appearance, and she been growing up with them, they'll look out for her like they would look out for another Jaffa, you know. Another
way to determine or understand how we're in subjection and below all the rest of the other nations is look at the statistics of incarceration.
That's period. Them other nations, man, outside of Jake, ain't nobody really shit Jake. And the only reason Esau got any influence in the jail is because he's just the devil. Right. So he got the guards who are crackers who look out for him. That's where the white people in jail get their bargaining chips, because they got the plug with the guard, because they devils. But outside of that, if you're not coming out of the northern or the southern kingdom, you is subservient in the penal system. The Polynesian is subservient to the black man in the penal system. See, because as they say when they go to jail, the guards don't run the jail, the prisoners run the jail. So any place where you at where the prisoners run it, who is the primary prisoner? You're black and Hispanic. So what happened? You got all them gooks and pretty much anybody that's not black, Latino, or white is gonna be subservient to the black man off top, because that's who they run them. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the Hispanic man. The Edomite got to be subservient to the Hispanic man in jail. That's the only place where the tides is turned. But at the same time, Esau is still running it, because you got the guards and you got the crackers that get up in there with the guards and do their quick things different, get their little shanks in there and things of that nature, man. But Who was the primary captive? Because Yahushua, who the world calls Christ, said he's coming to set free the captives. Now, who are the captives primarily? The black and Hispanic man, bar none. Nobody's coming close to us in those statistics. And America, of course, is the #1 place, #1 in the world. The only category they lead the world in is people incarcerated. And who are the primary people that are incarcerated? Again, black and Hispanic. So that lets you know this is the land of our captivity, man. And we are the children of Israel who have been oppressed by the so-called white man. And this is Babylon. But go ahead.
Remember in that movie, Gridiron Gang? What was it? Man, the niggas is sticks in it.
And then one Samoan and like one cracker.
One cracker. This is an open and shut case, Johnson.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
It ain't hard to tell, man. It's not, this isn't a far-fetched concept. This is just a concept that people just don't want to accept. That's all it is. And like, what did this white bitch say? Just because it makes you uncomfortable doesn't mean we have to change it. Okay? All right, what's the bitch name? Megan Kelly? Yeah, Megan Kelly. Just because it makes you uncomfortable that you're the devil and we're the Lord's chosen people, don't mean we got to change it, bitch. You know? But yeah, go ahead.
Verse 4, moreover, he had delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about us.
That's right, we've been in subjection to everybody, man. And right now in America, we're under subjection to everybody in one way or another. Physically, of course, you know the so-called white man got the head of the hill, who are the Edomites. But again, when you go in our neighborhoods, you got the other nations that's making nothing but money off of it, man. You see what I'm saying? They send up stores in there, they produce different products that we go and consume, and they get paid. Their pockets is padded off of that. Go ahead.
It says to be a reproach and desolation among all the people round about.
Right. To be a reproach, because the black and Hispanic man is who everybody talk down on in the whole world. I don't give a damn who it is, what nation it is. We the ones who everybody talk down on. We that reproach. We that desolation. We at the bottom of these goddamn people. Go ahead.
Don't be like the nigga.
Yeah, don't be the nigga.
You know.
And like Paul Mooney said, them damn Mexicans, they got their nigga wake up call. Okay.
It was funny.
Y'all nothing but niggas too. Go ahead.
I was watching the some type of commentary on the real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and I guess they was all supposed to get in the pool. And one of the girls that wanted to get in the pool, she was like, "Come on, don't act like a black girl. Don't be a black girl, or don't be a black person." You know what I mean? Like that's that reproach. You know, whenever you don't want to have fun, or you know anything that's anti-fun or whatever, it's don't be a black person. She tried to justify it and say, "Oh, well, you know, black girls don't like getting their hair wet. White bitches don't like getting their hair wet either."
Man, but
a white bitch just got her hair done. She don't want to get that shit wet. Nobody wants to get that shit wet.
And as dumb as that is, you can go turn on a goddamn Bad Girls Club, a gang of these shits, man. These bitches getting these high level weaves, man. They'll jump right in that goddamn
right in that motherfucker pool. I won't give a damn.
So that's ridiculous, man.
You know,
that's goddamn ridiculous. Right. And hey, man, y'all used to push us off a plank into some goddamn water, man. So maybe we don't want to get in the water.
Right. That's why I tell people, man. Hey, man, so far Negroes is real sensitive about water. I know a lot of niggas that don't know how to swim. I'm one of them.
I don't.
I'm one of them. I don't know how to swim.
My dad hate that shit too, man.
Never liked it. You see what I'm saying? Hey, man, we got shit, a couple hundred years, man, of a reason not to like water. All right, and 100 billion ancestors. You know, spirits that's really in our ear letting us say, man, that water ain't no fucking joke.
Fuck with that water.
Fuck with that water. All right. Hey, man, our Northern Kingdom, you know, they kind of had to, you know, familiarize.
That was their thing, though. You know, that was their blessing, though, with the water.
That's right. It says to be a reproach and desolation among all the people round about, where the Lord has scattered them.
Exactly, because you got us here in America, but you got Israelites that are upon the four corners of the earth. And the Israelites that are all over the world, amongst these different kingdoms in these different countries, amongst these different peoples, these different heathens, are going to be at the bottom. Period. Wherever we at, for real, that's you're going to see a group of niggas that's getting oppressed, a group of niggas that's getting reproached, a group of niggas that's looked at just negatively. That's Israel. You see them? That's one way, that's a telltale sign of the Israelites. Go to any country and tell me who the fuck is at the bottom of that shit. You know? And you know, that's likely that's Jakes. That's either that entire population is Jakes, or it's Jakes among them. For example, you got groups of Jakes that's in India, that's the total, because in India you got the caste system. And the lowest of the caste system is known as the untouchables. And they get the worst jobs and whatnot. But the Jakes that's in India are below the untouchables, man. see what I'm saying?
Right.
Which means we the ultimate untouchables to the Elamite. The Elamites hate Mahatma Gandhi hated niggas, man. Like we seen on that Heavy Color. Mahatma Gandhi hated niggas, man.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And they got a
guess
group.
what? He's praised, you know, for his
Bi niggas.
Bi niggas, you know, for his non-violent methods.
MLK being one of them. MLK loved Mahatma Gandhi, don't he? See what I'm saying?
And it makes no sense, man. And it makes no sense. That's why you niggas is dumb, man. And that's really another reason why you niggas is a reproach. You see what I'm saying? Because it also goes into the curses about, you know, how our personalities would be and how we would act and how we would just be so foolish. You see what I'm saying? How everything about us was going to be stripped away. You know? And then guess what? We just trying to cleave on to anything now. You know? Verse 5. It says, thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Lord our power.
So why were we cast down? Why are we in this position? Because we have not followed Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We have not called on his name. We have not followed his laws, statutes, commandments, and got it right. For going off against this is what has caused us to be in this position, to be in basically subordinate to everybody on the earth.
That's right.
That's what did it. Not following the laws, statutes, commandments, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
And have not been obedient unto his voice.
He had not been obedient unto his voice. What did he tell us? He told us, number one, to follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. If we was following the laws, statutes, and commandments, man, we wouldn't have too much to worry about. You know? Go ahead.
Hey, man, follow his laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Adhere to the prophecies, all right? Keep his holy name, all right? Sacred.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Call on his holy name.
That's right. Hey, there go that name.
There goes that name, man.
Nate, there go that name.
And it's like, dude, you know, I don't doubt the fact that, you know, some brothers are sincere, but at the same time, man, you really gotta weigh all the matters. You know,
you gotta weigh all the matters.
You gotta weigh all the matters. Now you got brothers coming out. You know, we went to go pay GOCC a visit, and you know it was cordial. You know, but at the same time, it's like we know where you guys are coming from with the name. You guys couldn't tell us where we was coming from with the name and break it down that way and address the situation. And if we still couldn't come to an understanding, then it's like, all right, well, that's how y'all look at it. We look at it this way. From the jump, it was like, hey, well, we just understand that the name to be this, that, and the third. They didn't really give no evidence. I understand the brother say he didn't have his notes. Okay, cool. But you brothers gotta, you guys gotta be ready to defend the gospel. The good news that you putting out and be able to break down at the name as well as scriptures that support how you feel, man. You know, that's one thing you should always bring. I mean, I know this brother always got his notepad, notes with him, his book of notes. If anything slips up, all right, let's get it and let's address it, man, because that's one of the things that are important. Now, if GOCC would have came to us, we would be able to go to the scripture, boom, break down what it is, how they break down the name, boom, and then have us give our understanding to cut what they say, or whatever we feel is a cut. You see what I'm saying?
And that's
studying to show ourselves approved, because we know how you bring it out. We know how the Egyptologists break down their bullshit. We know how ISUPK break down, the mark, things like that, which is bullshit. And guess what? We focus on those points and we cut it from there. As the scriptures, I believe Paul said it, we are thoroughly made manifest among you in all things. Now, if you got brothers out here that's listening, you got brothers watching your video, you got dudes coming up asking you about, the name or a certain part of your doctrine, you can't really touch on what they talking about, meaning you study what they talking about, and you got a clear understanding.
You gotta be ready to give an answer.
That's what you always got to be ready to give an answer, man. And you wasn't ready. After teach, instead of just being real friendly and being real cool. Now it was appreciated that brothers could deal cordially, and we was welcome with open arms. What does the scripture say about that, man?
Yeah, that's true.
Ezekiel the 14th chapter. You just accepting is just trying to be peace. Now peace is cool, but is it a time for peace right now? No, man. It's a time of war. It's a time of war. We warring these scriptures. We warring these breakdowns, man. We warring with these crackers. All right. Hey, man, we warring with ourselves. All right. We ain't got nothing right now. But even then, man, we warring with ourselves, man. Trying to make sure that we, keep the law.
Our spirit and our flesh is at a constant.
It's at war, man.
Hey, real quick about her, man. That was the hardest saying this shit the last couple of weeks. We're here to give you the truth, not the truth and a sandwich.
That's right. That's all they want is a sandwich.
Listen, this is the truth, not the truth and a sandwich, man. That's fucking classic right there.
Classic. All right.
So go ahead, bro.
I give you the peanut butter and jelly, but you gotta make the sandwich. I can't do it all for you. Okay. But yeah, brothers gotta be ready, man. And the brother that we went there to see made a good point that at one point in time, man, both our backs gonna be up against the wall. So when your back is against the wall, do you feel like the Lord is gonna put the spirit on you to be able to handle yourself, man? And I feel like when me and this brother approached you, your back was kind of against the wall with some of the questions, man, and it was you kind of folded. You folded like what? Well, brother, I don't have my notes. Okay, cool. You don't have the notes. Now let's address it. Only thing you brought out was some Bible that translated to knock and said, oh, well, you see how it says a higher there. Okay, well, the brother brought out a perfect cut, saying basically how, you guys are saying it's you. You know what I mean? You're not saying that the Lord is. You're saying that you are. Did
I say that? Did I say that when I was up there?
I think you said that to me. I don't remember what
I intended to say it, but I don't know if I said it when I was up there.
But what did you say when you went up to him? You said something about the Yah at the end of it.
Yeshaya.
Yeshaya contradicting the Lord's name.
They say, Yahweh Shai is Yeshaya, but if even though we know Yahweh Shai name is not Yeshaya, if Yahweh Shai name was Yeshaya, it would prove that the Most High name was Yahweh, because the Yah is shortened for Yahweh.
That's right.
Letting Yah has saved, Yahweh has saved, He has saved. Who is He? The Most High. Not I, He.
It's not I. He is, man.
That's Him. That's why I'm going for. Oh, that's Him. That's Him. That's that truck turner in the sky. Okay. For those of you familiar with Truck Turner?
Truck Turner.
Truck Turner. It's an old. Truck Turner. It's an old blaxploitation movie now. When Truck Turner would hit the block, they'll say,
"That's Truck Turner, man."
That's that killing nigga, man.
Hey, like on How High.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I knew that, man. That's Truck Turner, man.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about.
That's that killing nigga right there. That's what they are. That's that killing nigga, man.
That's right.
Okay, when you see that, you gotta run. That's Alashadja right there. You see what I'm saying? But his name, Yahweh, man. He is.
That's right.
He exists. Meaning that's him. You don't need no name. Really, that's him. That's his name. Okay. The motherfucker. There go that man right there, man. Right. Okay. That man that strikes fear in the hearts of all.
Right. And the thing about it is, I felt like you brothers was trying to extend and focus more on peace, man, rather than coming on one accord with a clear understanding of the scriptures, man, and the doctrine.
Yeah, that's why
it's not all about peace, man.
We have, more interactions with them, and really try to, show them brothers what's, hey, but, the elect have obtained it, the rest of the planet, you know what I'm saying? So, we'll see, again, it was a peaceful order, like the scriptures say, if at all possible, be at peace with all men, you know what I'm saying? So, we came in a peaceful manner, it was all good, but at the same time, it's gonna get to the in future interactions. We're gonna have to get to the meat of the matter. You know what I'm saying?
But like the brother just pointed out, the scriptures do say, if at all possible, be at peace with all men. Now, once we step up and we establish that we we are coming in peace. You see what I'm saying? Out of love, according to Leviticus, the 19th chapter.
That's right.
Okay, it's all we're coming up and either rebuking or trying to correct or trying to converse out of love and peace. It's up to the Most High to sustain that peace, man. Because guess what? If we come up and we get that, coming to two different type of understandings, it might get, it might, be contentious, Because the scriptures say, what is that? Isaiah 28. Proverbs 28:1. they that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as keep the 28:4. But such as keep the law, contend with them, man. You got brothers on the side smoking a cigarette, but then coming and getting on cam. We're not supporting with that. So if you brothers is not following the law, you know what I mean, your brothers ain't even, you know, have your garments on, you know, got your fringes on, you know, you got your women at war with you, you got your babies at war with you, you know, things like that. It becomes contentious, you know what I mean? Because you guys are, and I understand you guys are forsaking the law, man. The scriptures say that. So it's up to the Lord to sustain that peace. We're not going to come up being rowdy and raunchy. You know, we can come in peace and we can try to talk to you guys, but if y'all not trying to adhere to the scriptures.
Decently in order.
Decently and in order, that's right. You guys ain't trying to adhere to the scriptures, man. We definitely can be, you know, become, you know, opponents and contend with each other.
You know, what it really comes down to is, you know, on future meetings, we're going to see how it go. Either, you know, brothers is going to be on one accord, or brothers is going, you know, or that's going to be it. You know, we ain't going to
have to shake their dust off.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, what am I saying? We got a job to do, you know what I'm saying? So if a dude's not getting it, we ain't gonna force you to get it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's it, you know? So, you know, we're gonna just do what we doing, y'all gonna do what y'all doing, you know, if we can't come to know one accord type shit, you know? But where you at here, Lord?
Verse 5. Thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Lord our power, and have not been obedient unto his voice. To the Lord our power, it says, appertaineth righteousness. But unto us and to our fathers open shame.
That's right, open shame is to the black and Hispanic man. But Yahweh in the name of his son, Yahweh Shai, is righteousness. But we got shame because we didn't want to follow after the righteousness that he told us, after the righteous law, statute, commandments, and judgments that he told us to follow. So the Lord has given us this great shame that we in right now, because the black and Hispanic man is in shame right now. Man. We're the butt of every fucking joke, you know, and our own people play into that shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
As appeared this day.
As appeared this day, meaning what we looking at now, the state of the black and Hispanic men. Go ahead.
Verse 7. For all these plagues are come upon us, which the Lord hath pronounced against us.
All these plagues have come upon us, which the Lord has pronounced against us. Where did he pronounce it against us? Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Primarily. Also in other parts of the scriptures. For example, in Hosea, when it says, thy woman shall be a harlot in the street because of our wickedness.
That's right.
Hey, we seeing that right now. That's wickedness that he pronounced against us.
Definitely seeing that.
Turn your Instagram. Go on your Instagram and see these hoes,
Hey,
man.
put
The black woman's career goal is to become a stripper. That's what she's aiming to be right now. Because she can become a stripper. She wants all these niggas to thirst for her. Why does she want niggas to thirst for her? Let's break it down. Let's go into it. She wants niggas to thirst for her because she's got abandonment issues. Why does she have abandonment issues? Because her mother is such a weak demonic bitch that she done drove her father up out of the house and she didn't have that man around. So now she got abandonment issues. Now she wants attention from all men at all time because she lacked it so much for so many years. See, again, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has systematically created a domino effect which triggered curse after curse after curse, which has fell upon our people, which are the plagues that it's talking about right now. See what I'm saying? It's cold. It's cold shit, man. You know?
Yeah, that's right, dude. As they say, put your ear to the streets, and you'll just see it. I mean, honestly, man, you walk outside, you'll see it within the first 5 minutes. I give you 5 minutes, depending on how
black
far.
and Hispanic community.
That's right. Depending on how far you live away from a main line, 5 minutes, and it'll be thoroughly manifest among you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right.
See where these little black and Hispanic women dressed, conducting themselves. You might have one bitch hanging out with a whole group of dudes. What do you think is going on? What do you think is in the back of the mind of every nigga in there? Hey, let's run this train on this bitch. That's all niggas is thinking about. And you got black and Hispanic women that's like, fuck it, you know? I don't get attention from dudes at my house. So the only way I can get attention from guys is to let them fuck me with them, fuck it. For real.
Only way it gets done, man.
Some cold shit now, ain't it? That there is some cold shit.
This is verse 8. Yet have we not prayed before the Lord that we might turn everyone from the imagination of his wicked heart.
Where you at?
Verse 8, verse 9.
Alright, read the 18, but read that again.
It says, yet have we not prayed before the Lord that we might turn everyone from his imagination of his wicked heart.
That's right, we haven't. Our people have not prayed before the Lord to turn from the imagination of their wicked heart. You got a lot of people, they want to deal with the kundalinis, the different mudras. You got a lot of people that want to go into Kemp. You got a lot of people that want to go to Islam. You got a lot of people that want to go into Christian church. You got a lot of people want to be Hebrew Israelites and want to be on some weird off-brand shit. You see what I'm saying? They ain't turning from the imagination of their own heart. So what happens because of that? We remain in hell, man. In these fucking chains. In the goddamn dust of America. And, you know, the different places where we is at, you know, throughout the world where we can. Go ahead.
It says, verse 9. Wherefore the Lord watched over us for evil.
That's right. The Lord watched over us for evil. And people want to talk about this and that. It's the Lord that did this to us. The Lord allowed this devil to get up over us and afflict us and put us through these captivities and this bondage and oppress us in the way he had, in the way that the so-called white man, who is the devil, has. Why? Because how wicked we were to our power. That's why we in this goddamn place. So our power watched over us for evil. How did he watch over us for evil? He unleashed the fucking beast on us, man.
Right.
The goddamn subhuman beast that the white man is. Go ahead.
And the Lord hath brought it upon us. For the Lord is righteous in all his works.
The Lord is righteous in all his works. So when he did what he did to us, when he put us through all this hell, he was righteous in doing so. Why? Because we was wicked. And he made a contract with us, which is that covenant that he made with us in the law. And that contract, again, comes with reprisals. When you violate a contract, it comes with reprisals. And what are the reprisals for it? The curses, Deuteronomy 28:15, all the way down to 68. And we have received that. And that's righteous that we've received that, because we broke the contract. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua is being just and giving us the reprisals for violating the contract. And not chastening us when we was wicked.
You know what's funny, man? This is a quick side point, man, that me and his brother talk about all the time. I believe we mentioned it before at camp about how the so-called white man's law, so-called laws aren't actual laws. Nothing but statutes and codes, in which if you violate one of these statutes and codes, you will receive a citation, in which when you sign, they say this is not you pleading guilty, this is you agreeing to appear in court. And when you go and you appear in court, depending on the mood, the quality of dick that the female judge had got that morning, okay, the quality of pussy that the male judge had got that morning, okay,
or dick.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because, you know, they're faggots, right? Depending on, you know, their different situations or stipulations, they'll let you off, or they'll convict you, or give you a lesser, you know, violation, a lesser penalty than what the actual violation was for. When the Lord said that he was going to do something, and that if we break it, this is what's going to happen, guess what? He made sure that all of it happened to us. All right? From the 16th verse on down to the 68th verse.
Name me one of them curses that ain't happened.
That ain't happened. Because these are actual laws, man. You commit adultery, you be put to death.
Hey,
okay?
Just like you got something called the laws of physics. If I jump off this motherfucking building, I'm going to hit this goddamn concrete hard than a bitch.
That is a law.
Because I violated the law of physics.
That's right.
The law Yahweh Shem Yahushua is a spiritual law that's spiritually set up, and the same exact thing happens, man. Right. When you violate it, you receive the judgment.
And then that's how you know the so-called white man is not God-like, man, because he can be bribed.
Oh, yeah.
All right? If you commit a murder.
A person.
That's right, he respects a person. You commit a murder right now, you call for it. Hey, man. let's make this, you know, worth your while. You want to see the light of day again? Huh? All right, give me some names. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
Tell me something. What
Lord,
can you give me?
You can't snitch to the Lord.
You can't snitch to the Lord.
Because he already know what's going on.
Yeah, that's right.
He don't need nobody to tell.
That's right.
That's
why this guy's a wannabe, man. He's a wannabe a Jew. He's a wannabe power. He's a wannabe God. But he's not.
He lacks critical criteria that will, you know, qualify you in that, you know, status.
Right. That's why he tries to put cameras up everywhere so that he can try and see it. But guess what, man? It's too much footage. It's too much footage, man, and not enough employees to be reviewing all of that shit.
You don't have the angels in the form of the hosts of heaven to come and, you know, report to your ass.
That's
man.
right.
You know?
That is right. That's right. Man, it's funny. It's funny how, you know, like the brother said, you lack critical criteria, man. Because guess what? You, as many cameras and surveillance cameras that you have around here, you probably catch damn near every fucking crime that happens.
But still don't lock everybody up.
But still can't catch everybody.
Yeah, motherfucker ain't watching it. You know?
Right. You do it's just all around. You have a whack operation, all right? And you just so you guys know, man.
You guys are running shabby ship.
The shabby fucking shit, man. And the only reason that you guys is holding on, man, because it's through the will of the Lord, all right? He's not done chastising his people.
Right.
That's the only reason, man. Don't think you guys are, and that's why you guys are so sick, because you're too prideful. They really think that they're doing this on their own, you know. The Lord is having you guys keep this power, all right? For the sake of the punishment of his people. Okay? And the fulfillment of prophecy. Because if the Lord was a wishy-washy dude, man, he could have said, you know what, these guys are fucking up, man. I'm put somebody else in the job. Okay? But guess what? It was all written aforetime. Alright? Hey man, and it's perfect. I have no arguments with it.
That's right. Hey, that will be done.
That's right. Verse 9, wherefore the Lord hath watched over us for evil, and the Lord hath brought it upon us. For the Lord is righteous in all his works which he hath commanded us. Yet we have not hearkened unto his voice to walk in the commandments of the Lord.
Every law that he told us to follow was righteous, but we didn't follow it. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says that he had set before us. And now, O Lord, power of Israel, that have brought thy people out of the land of Egypt with a mighty hand.
Yeah, he brought us out of Egypt back in the day, man. Go ahead.
That's right. And high arm with the signs and with wonders and with great power. It says, and have gotten thyself a name.
That's right. That's how he established his name in the earth, the name of Yahweh.
As appeared this day. That's right, man. O Lord, our power, we have sinned. We have done ungodly. We have dealt unrighteously in all thine ordinances.
Yeah, we sure have, man. We sure have, bro. Our people have broken every single law, statute, and commandment that the Most High God, you know, has put before us. Go ahead.
Salah. It says, let thy wrath turn from us, for we are but few left among the heathen.
Exactly. We are the minority. Let this wrath turn from us. We are the minority. Go ahead.
Or even consider, you know, the minority, man. Because we know, you know, with the understanding that the Lord gave us that we are the majority. We're not the minority.
Of the whole earth.
That's right, of the whole earth. We know we are the majority, but even then we're looked up as the minority. All right?
Looked at as minuscule.
That's right. Where thou hast scattered us, hear our prayers, O Lord, and our petition, and deliver us from for thine own sake, and give us favor in the sight of them which have led us away. And that's what we pleaded for, man, because, hey, man, even when we come out here, man, we are reproached. You know, we're made a spectacle. All right? We're the laughing stock. You know what I'm saying? You should have stepped on this sign, man. But we the laughing stock, man. So when we go, you know, we go home at night, man. One thing when we pray for the salvation of Israel, we pray that the Lord comes and really delivers us in the sight of all these people that was doubting us, you know.
Right.
And they come up and talking shit, man, trying to disregard and gainsay the word of the Lord. That's what the brother said. The wisdom 5, man.
Praise is our salvation.
There's a lot of people out here, man.
It's gonna blow a motherfucking mind, man.
That's right.
Crazy.
There's a lot of people that I can't wait to see their face, man, when we come back. And that's the faith that I have and the hope that I have in my heart. You know, when I come into these encounters with people, you know what? I can't even trip right now, man. I just gotta wait for the Lord to come back and He'll show you. You know, I don't want Him to come back and show you so that you actually get it. I want Him to come back and show you so that you feel stupid, like a fucking idiot, man. Cause you're nothing but a dumb 2/3 nigga, man. All right.
Yeah, that's right.
It says,
going on with Esau heavy today. God damn, another one.
It's always the ugliest, bummest bitch.
I know, it'd be a bum ass bitch. About the 5th one, go ahead.
It says, hear our prayers, O Lord, and our petition, and deliver us for thine own sake, and give us...
Deliver us for thine own sake. See, this is what some of the prophets are saying. Don't deliver us for us, and we wicked as hell, man. The Lord ain't getting ready to deliver us. He ain't gonna deliver Yasha Allah for Yasha Allah's sake. He gonna deliver Yasha Allah for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai's sake. To establish His name, establish His Son's name in this earth, even though their name is established. But to, you know, again, show the superiority of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai in the earth. That's the reason. That's the only goddamn reason, man. Or God bless reason, rather. So go ahead.
That's right. It says, hear our prayers, O Lord, and our petition, and deliver us for thine own sake.
Because we're not worthy. We're not worthy of this something. But Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai gonna give it to us for His sake. Go ahead.
And give us favor in the sight of them which have led us away.
Exactly. Give us favor in the sight of them to let us away. Namely, this damn devil. This weak, subhuman beast known as the so-called white man. Biblically as the Edomite and the wicked. Go ahead.
I mean, it just takes me back to the point of, you know, people saying that other nations gonna be saved, man, or be joined into the covenant. And the side of them which led us away. It wasn't one person that led us away. It wasn't two people, man. It was a nation.
That's right.
It was a whole nation that led another whole nation. That's right. Away.
A whole collective of crackers that did it. Matter of fact, hold that. Get Jeremiah 12 and 16 real quick. Here's what we brought out. Me and this brother was at the Rosicrucian Fellowship. This is a cold scripture. It's another way that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai toys with these devils. The Lord toys with these damn people. It's like what's that shit up? You jingling something in front of a motherfucker like some keys or some shit.
Yeah, the keys to the prison.
Yeah. Playing with your ass, right? Read that.
It's Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 16.
Uh-huh.
And it shall come to pass, if they will diligently learn the ways of my people.
If they would diligently learn the ways of us, our laws, statutes, commandments, the prophecy, all that, go ahead.
To swear by my name.
To swear by the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, right? Go ahead.
The Lord liveth,
Uh-huh.
as they taught my people to swear by Baal.
Listen, go ahead. If they learn our ways like they taught us to go after their way, go ahead.
Then shall they be built in the midst of my people.
But you know what they would have to do in order to do that? The Lord said, y'all would have to do exactly the opposite of what they did to us. So the exact opposite of taking our nationality, beating it out of us, you know, indoctrinating us from the moment we were born into the earth and feeding us lies and bullshit. They would have to dedicate themselves that much more to following the ways of the Lord, which they're not going to do. It's not in them. And again, like I said at the Rosicrucian thing,